All right, you guys, we are just about live. Let's see. Okay, we are live, ready to go on YouTube. So I want to just welcome everybody here tonight. You know, this is our monthly information night. So we're going to just lay out everything October has for us tonight. And if you're new, there's some stuff that you probably want to take some notes on because you may not have gone through this before. And if you've been in a while, it may be that you have had this before, but you didn't take 100% advantage of it. So we're going to talk a little bit about the promotions Mary Kay has going on and the contest Mary Kay has going on and the things that you can win in Mary Kay. So my name is Colson-Eyre. It is October the 4th, 2020. And here we go. I'm going to be sharing the screen with you guys tonight. And we're going to start a little PowerPoint. Isn't that just cute? Okay, so October 2020, Mary Kay. This is everything you needed to know, but you were afraid to ask. Okay, here we go. And let me fix this thing right here so I can, okay, there we go. Okay, so first of all, the necklace for this month in our Spark a Chain reaction is Making Waves of Change. Making Waves of Change, and it's a beautiful necklace that's going to go with some of our other jewelry, like the earrings that we won in July. And of course, all of you that won the Spark a Chain reaction in July, August, and September are on target for this beautiful fall consistency challenge necklace with the pink ribbon. It's gorgeous, you guys. And so several of you are on target for that. Congratulations. If you joined in September, maybe that was your first month, you can still win that necklace if you do it September. If you did it in September, you know, October, November, December. So that's the only exception will be for the new consultants. So everybody wants to set your goal, whether you've never won a piece of jewelry before or whether, you know, you've won it every single month. I love this necklace. It's funny, I have a gold one that is so much like it that I used to wear all the time. And I just think that's going to be a really pretty necklace. Okay, so one of the big things in the big news is double credit. Double credit. So this is really for new consultants that let's say you've signed up and you haven't been in the company but for 6 months or so. Well, you guys, you may not know what double credit means. Okay, so we're just going to talk about it a little bit tonight. I'm going to hopefully that you will understand it. We're going to talk about it now. We'll talk about it a little bit at the end, but basically it's for the Queen's Court of Personal Sales and the Queen's Court of Sharing and the Circle of Excellence and Circle of Achievement for directors. And so you're going to earn $1 in seminar bonus credit for every $1 in estimated personal retail on all Section 1 orders that go in October, up to a maximum of $4,000 seminar credit. So what that means, and it also says on here, and this is where some people might be confused. When you're going for the National Queen's Court of Sales or Sharing, there is a max that they put on you for the month. So that like the last month of the year, you can't just get 24 qualified recruits and be in it because there is a max. You can't order $40,000 in 1 month and win it. There's a max each month. So the max normally for retail is $13,000 retail, which is like $6,500 wholesale. Okay, $13,000. So if for some reason, I mean, if you are a super seller and you normally do $6,500 and that's all you can do toward the court, guess what? You can actually get an additional $4,000 this month. So that's in addition to that. All right. If you're on the Queen's Court of Sharing, the most Great Start Qualified that you can count in 1 month is 13. However, you can go up to 6 more in October. So for most of us, what you're going to do is any person that you sign up in October that become Great Start Qualified by January. That means by January, they got October, November, December, January to order $600 cumulative. They could order it in this month and that'd be awesome. They're already counted. But let's say they just come in with a smaller order and then they finish it off by January to be 600. Then they're called Great Start Qualified and they will count as 2 people toward the National Court of Sharing instead of just 1. Okay, up to 6 people. So what you will want to do is think about, can I get 6 new agreements in this month? And to make sure they all get qualified, maybe go for 10, right? Because not every single time, every single person gets qualified. We wish they would, right? But even if you just get one, instead of counting one, it's going to count 2 for the courts only. It does not count for your car. It doesn't count for to make you a red jacket or anything else. It's not like a invisible person on your team. It just counts toward the courts. And for the court of sales, everything you order, whether you order a 600 that normally counts 1,200 retail, that would count 2,400, or whether you do a 225 that normally counts 450, that's going to count 900. And you may say, I don't think I would ever sell enough to be on the National Queen's Court of Sales. You don't know that. I mean, you can start right now, max it out this month, and do a 2,000 wholesale. That'd be a 4,000 retail normally. Well, this month's going to be 8,000, and then do the rest of the 32 the rest of the months in the seminar year, because it doesn't end until June 30th. So, but there's other courts beside the national court that this counts for. It also counts for the princess court, and it counts for your unit court. So no matter what you do, it's going to count. And the unit circles is going to count toward that too. So your director is going for a unit circle of achievement. That is 300,000 retail or more by the end of the year. So anything you do, even if you say, I know I'm not going to get any of those courts, this doesn't really affect me. Guess what? It still affects your unit. And I know all of you that are listening to this are team players, because guess what? The people that aren't team players, they don't listen to the videos. So I know you're a team player. So anything you order counts double for your unit as well. And this is a big difference. And that doubles all the way up to $40,000 retail. So the max for a unit that you want to hit is 20,000 wholesale, so that you can get your 40,000 retail. Okay. All right. So that's a little bit about double credit. So let me just remind you of some of the prizes. These are the prizes for the National Queen's Court of Sales for seminar. It started July the 1st. Most of you already have something in for that. You can go back and look at your at a glance, and it'll say YTD, which means year to date sales. And it will tell you what you had in as the end of September. So the National Court of Sales is 40,000 retail. If you have at least 10,000 in, then you are officially on target for the National Queen's Court of Sales. When you finish for the year, you will get your choice of one of these 3 beautiful gifts. This gorgeous diamond galaxy ring, this London blue topaz ring, or $500 in cash. So whatever you choose. I know this year, all of my sales directors did it, and they all chose the ring, and I chose the cash. We were all equally excited. Okay, the National Court of Sharing also comes with prizes. I mean, not only do you have a great team and you're making money, but when you get 24 Great Start qualified team members, then you win one of these gorgeous prizes: a small, fabulous diamond bee pin, the Bee Fabulous charm bracelet. This is for those women that do it all the time, and they just, they don't have any more room for their bees. Okay. The Fabulous Bee charm, or $525 in cash if you did not want the jewelry. So that's the National Court of Sharing. Okay, let's talk about for our directors that are on here, or you might be aspiring to be a director before the end of the year. The first level of the Circle of Achievement is 300,000. And at this level, you get a beautiful diamond bar. Let's see if I can get this on the right thing. Diamond bar pin that says 300, 350, 400, or 450. Okay, that's the first level. And a beautiful plaque with your name and what you did that year. And I've got them all in my office. They're so beautiful. I'm so proud of them. And so that's the first level. These are real diamonds. They're not like faux diamonds. So I think the pins are they're worth around $1,000 a piece, something like that. Okay. Now, if you move up to $500,000 or more, then it gets juicy as a sales director, because not only do you get a power bar pin, you get the $500,000 luncheon when we go to seminar. You get seminar pink lounge access. There's a place behind stage at seminar that you can go and have some refreshments and touch up your makeup and mingle with all the other winners. You get a beautiful this Diamond Dreams ring, or you don't want the ring, you can take the money. $3,750 in cash. And so I've won many rings in Mary Kay. This is one of them right here, a $500,000 ring. Last year I took the cash and I ended up buying a golf cart with it. So, you know, whatever floats your boat. Okay. Next, moving on up is the Circle of Excellence for units. And this would be, let me go back. The Circle of Excellence prizes. Okay, so this is 650,000 retail for the year, up to 750. And with this one, you get a plaque, of course, you get the bar pin, and you win the top director trip. And it's to Barcelona. All right, Barcelona, Spain. And you get a beautiful bracelet. It's a white gold bracelet with the charm of the Barcelona charm. And of course, you still get the $500,000 prizes as well. So you get the ring or the money and the luncheon and the pink lounge. Okay, when you move up to the prestige unit, this is 800,000 to 950. You not only win the trip to Barcelona, but you get the extended trip. It's the prestige trip, and it's to Mallorca, Spain. And so there's 2 trips that you'll get to go on back to back. You get the Mallorca charm. You also can get the big honking prestige ring that nobody can get unless you do prestige. I should have worn it tonight. Or you can take the $500,000 ring, either one. And if you don't want either one of those, you can take $4,250 in cash instead of the rings. So there you go. Then the next one is the $1 million circle and above. And of course, the $1 million circle, they get everything we just talked about. All right. But they can choose the ring, or they can do $5,000 in cash. They get the beautiful $1 million charm. They're in the, there's all kind of $1 million rewards. They get a $1 million weekend. They get their name permanently in the museum at Mary Kay. They get to go on stage with their whole entire unit. I mean, it's like a big fat deal. They get to speak. They get a $1 million luncheon on the trips. They get a suite. It's like, that's where you want to be. That is where we all need to be. And then of course they even have a thing for 2 million. If you do 2 million, then you get $10,000 of cash and everything else I just talked about. So every single thing you do in October not only counts for you, but it counts for your unit and your sales director, which is awesome. Now, if you are in the Mary Kay National area, some of you have nationals. So if you have a national, you need to talk to her about what her prizes are. But for the Mary Kay National area, there is what we call a Princess Court. And the Princess Court is half of what the National Court is. So half of that of the sales court is 20,000 retail, and half of the sharing court is 12 Great Start Qualified team members. If you do one of the courts, you get this beautiful jewelry set right here. If you do 2 of the courts, you also get this beautiful bracelet to go with it. And then in addition to that, if you do the national court, okay, then if you do one of the national courts, like the sales or sharing, you get this beautiful right here, this beautiful necklace set right here. If you do 2 courts, like either the circle as a unit, if you're a director, and the court of sharing or court of sales, you get that whole jewelry set plus $25. And if you do triple star, you get the necklace set, and you get the $50 cash bonus. Okay, so plus it's just pretty stinking exciting. So there are your prizes that you can win. If you're a $500,000 director and above, you also win this beautiful, this is from the Mary Kay National area, this beautiful Ted Baker bag. The Ted Baker bags are usually around $300 to $400 value. And so you get that if you do $500,000 or more. If you do $650, you get a $100 cash bonus. If you do 800,000 or more, you get a $200 cash bonus. And if you do $1 million or more, you get a $300 cash bonus. So the prizes just keep getting better and better. So this is how it works. If you look at this little chart, you can see right here, if you did a 225, your retail is 450. That gets you active, right? Your bonus is 450. Whoops. So then 900 is going to be what's going to count towards your court. All right. If you do a 600, there's your 1,200, what you normally would get. You get a bonus of 1,200, so 2,400 goes towards your court. If you do 2,000, this is where the max is. Is 4,000 retail? It counts another 4,000. That's $8,000. Some of you right now, I know on my unit, I just posted what the top 10 have as of the end of the year, year to date. I mean, like as of the end of the first quarter, the end of September. And some of them do not have 8,000 in even yet. So some of them have like 6,000, 7,000. I know I have 10,000. So this month is really like, it's like 3 months in one. if you did a 2,000. So you really want to focus on your sales this month, and we're going to talk about how to do that. If you do over 2,000 wholesale, then you still only are going to max out with 4,000. Okay, so that's your chart there. And if you look at the quota sharing chart, it's the same thing. If you get 3, it counts as 6. 6 counts as 12. If you get 13, you still only get 6. Okay, so you see the difference, and then how it maxes out right here. So 13, remember we talked about that for the quota sales. And so if you got 15, it still only counts 19 toward the quota sales. Sharing. Okay, so this is something that Susan Johnson told. We had a first of the month meeting with the Mary Kay National Area in the Ruby seminar, and Susan Johnson had a couple of these slides that I took a screenshot of that I want to show you tonight. I'm not going to show you all, just a couple of them. But she talked about the power of one person doing something on your team or in your unit. And so there's $1 million hostess challenge right now that Mary Kay's got going on. Y'all know Nathan Moore likes a good challenge. So his challenge is for the Mary Kay world to get 1 million hostesses to do a party. And the hostess has to invite 3 people. So in effect, that would be 4 million people having a Mary Kay experience, either online, on Zoom, like on Facebook, on Zoom, or in person in the month of October to blow it out. They've never done anything like this before. 1 million, that is amazing. So what they have challenged us to do is, okay, so the hostess to count, okay, a hostess has to have 3 or more guests at a party. It can be virtual or face-to-face. There could be 1 hostess at a party. So you may have 5 hostesses, all get 3 people. You put them all in a group and you do your party, and you have 5 parties already done, and you can count that as 5 hostesses. Isn't that awesome? Okay, and you're going to win prizes. They're going to give away 100 prizes every week, and they're going to draw from everybody that enters their hostess. Okay, and now you can't enter them until the party is over. So you can't book the party and put her down. You have to do the party and then put her down. Okay, because we know every party that books doesn't necessarily hold. You have to book twice as much as what you want, really. And so then at the end of the month, they're going to give 250 grand prize winners, and those are going to be some designer bags, which is going to be pretty awesome. Okay, so what they want us to do and concentrate, this is a plan. Some people say, okay, what is a plan? The plan is, it goes right back to when I started Mary Kay, probably, and way back further than that, is 3 + 3 + 3. And 3 + 3 + 3, it means the same thing as it did 35 years ago to me. 3 parties in a week, $300 in sales in a week, and 3 team building appointments. You basically, from your parties, you can sell $100 at every party. Honestly, you probably could sell $300 in 1 party, right? Most of you have done that, but let's just keep it easy, okay? So 3 + 3 + 3. If you did that and you had your 3 parties, you sold 300, and you took 3 people, 1 person out of every party that you're going to talk to individually on the phone or through Zoom or in person about selling Mary Kay. Not just say, hey, you want to sell Mary Kay? No, okay, that's 1. That's not an interview. That's not a sharing appointment. We've talked about that on these Boss Babe calls. So you want to talk to and get personal, ask questions. You tell them why you think they'd be great, answer questions. And you could, there's a lot of different layering that you can do. Go back and watch one of the videos we've done on team building. But if you did 3 + 3 + 3, look at this, what could happen for you. Okay, so let's just say Jenna. She is a consultant in our unit. She could be you, okay? Put your name there. And she decides to do this. 3 + 3 + 3 all month long, okay? And so she is actually at least sharing with 3 people a week. So by the end of the month, if 4 out of the 12 people that she talks to about selling Mary Kay, if 3 out of the 12, sign up, okay, that is 3 team members. So we, on our little chart, that's Emily, Courtney, and Mary. So she signed up 3 people. And of those 3 people, Emily does a 225, Courtney does a 600, and Mary does a 600. Well, Mary joins pretty quick in the month, and she decides she's going to do the 3 + 3 too. So she gets 3 team members in October. So let's look at that. And of Mary's 3 team members, they all become active. So she is a star team builder. So let's just look at this. Let's look at the money a little bit. So Jenna has a total of 1,425 team production. That includes her own order, okay? You times that by, she has 22, when you add her order to that, it's $22.25, but you only get paid on your own. But if you have over $2,000, maybe it's even $1,800. I need to look back at that. I think it's $1,800. You get 8%. So she gets a $114 check. Okay. Two of her people were Great Start qualified in the month they joined. So she gets a $50 bonus on both of those. That's $100. Okay. She's a new red jacket. So she gets $100. All right. Then because she helped Mary get in her red jacket, she gets another $100. So besides anything that she sells, she has earned $414. Isn't that something else, you guys? You look at that. What if I wrote everybody a check now for $414? What would you use it on? You know, think of what you could use that on. And that's just if they do this scenario. You might have someone come in with a star order, right? So, I mean, the power of one person. And then as a sales director, if you had that person do that, look what it could do to your unit. You have one new team builder because we're going to assume you recruited this girl. Okay, we're going to assume that you signed Jenna up this month, all right, or that she's your personal. So you have one new star team builder. You get $100, okay, and you have another. She's your personal team, so you get $100. She's also in your unit, and she's a first-time star team builder, so you get another one, okay. Then you get a unit development bonus right here, okay. So your unit development bonus is $500 because you got Jenna did a 600, Courtney did a 600, Mary did a 600, Pam and Allison. So you get a 500 development bonus. Whoops. Okay, and then 23%, we're going to assume you do at least 5,500 with the rest of your unit, okay? But just 23% of this amount right here, $3,450, is $793. That's almost $800 just because one person got excited. Okay, and that is going to count double credit for you of $6,900. Isn't that awesome? So all it takes is for us to recruit one excited person and help her. All right. Now that's also going to help the directors win this beautiful bee, the Bee Dazzled Bee. That's getting 50 Great Start qualified team members. Now, just a little note, side note, the double credit does not count toward this. We wish it did, but it doesn't. Okay, so the $1 Million Hostesses, if you go to In Touch and you click on right up here, you click on contest and promotion, click on contest, and then you'll see $1 million Hostesses challenge. I keep wanting to say dollar, 1 million Hostesses challenge. Then there's a little, as of this today, when I was doing this, there were 388 that have already been held in the first 3 days of the month. Isn't that something else? Okay, and then right here where it says start booking, you're going to click on that, and then it'll pull up here, and you will put your hostess's first name, her middle name, if she has one, a last name, and the day of the party, and click add. That's it. That's all you have to do. And it says, please note, carefully enter the data. You will not be able to edit it. So you just, their name and the day of the party. So there you go. That's how you enter them. It's so easy. So you just go to In Touch, go to contest, go to Million Hostesses Challenge, and click on book. All right. So let's just talk about what your goal is for October. If you looked at this, 3 + 3 + 3, which equals 3 parties a week, 300 sales a week, 3 shares a week. Could that be something that you could wrap your mind around? All right. What about getting on target for your Grand Achiever car? I've been talking to some of my consultants about this. 5 active team members and 5,000 wholesale team production. I think this month will be a great month for team production because everybody's going to try to order as much as they can to get the double credit, right? Could you get in your red jacket, just like our little example Jenna did with 3 active team members and be a first-time red jacket, or maybe you were a red jacket 10 years ago and no, you may not get the bonus because you've done it before, but guess what? You get a commission check, and that's always good. And so get your 3 active back, all right? We're actually having a red rally, this week. And so those of you that are involved in our units that are doing that, you can get your 3 before then and be invited to it. You can help one of your team members get in red. That is a great way to help make extra money and help your team member. Could you have 10 parties and say, hey, my goal is, I can't do 3 + 3 + 3. I know that's 12. I can only do 10. Well, maybe that's your goal. 10 parties with at least 3 people and the hostess. That would be 40 faces. And possibly if the hostesses, it might be 40 new faces, or maybe the hostesses are 10 of your current customers. It'd be 30 new faces. And just think about what that would do for your selling business this month. It would help you max out everything and make money, right? You can really have anything you want if you truly desire and you work towards it. Think about maxing out your double credit by getting enough sales. Work on those $1,000 weeks so that you could do a 2,000. You'll be glad you did when June comes along and you're on target to win the beautiful diamond rings. You'll be like, man, I'm so glad I didn't go to sleep in October. There's no major holiday except for Halloween, and that's the end of the month, so you don't even have to count that, right? And so this is a good month to just really give it all you've got. It really is. Max out your double credit with 6 Great Start qualified team members, and just remember they have all the way till January to make it count for you. And so, ladies, let me stop my screen share. That is a run through, a 25-minute run through of what's going on in October. And so it's something to get excited about. I didn't even talk about the holiday products and everything you can do with the holiday products this month. I mean, that is a bonus that we have those out ready to roll. And people are starting to buy. The businesses are buying holiday products now. If you wait till November and December, the businesses will say, oh, hit me up next year. I've already ordered that. They're not going to wait till December, especially with COVID and how things aren't coming in very fast. So if you have some people that work, or even if you don't, you know them personally, just be brave and walk into some businesses and talk to the office manager or the boss and say, hey, do you do employee gifts? I have an idea. And show them some of the things that you have. I mean, to me, a great gift for the women would be the satin hands, satin lips, and the hand soap. I mean, put all that together. Or if they can't go that much, just do the hand soap and the satin hands. And if they can't do that, do the hand soap and the hand cream. And if they can't do that, they're just cheap. That's all I can say. If you can't spend $10, come on, people. Really, every single person in the plant should have a hand soap, right? And if you have to, say, look, you might have to hook them up with a Mary Kay mask too, right? These masks right here. But anyway, there's a lot of opportunities, and there's a lot of help for you on this too. Right now, if you go to, in fact, I'll just show you this one more thing real quick. We've talked about Post My Party a lot, but I want to show you, if you just go to Mary Kay In Touch and you click on right here under Resources and then Digital Zone, and then under Digital Zone, there's something called Social Media Central. If you click on that, right here, they have 2 different playbooks for this month. One is called a Digital Party Playbook. And on this one, this actually has what to do and what to post before your party and during your party. And so it shows you 7 days before the party, this is the picture of what you want to do, and this is what you want to say. And then it has little tips for you on tagging, engaging, ordering. 6 days before the party, this is what you take a picture of. You can read it, and this is what you say. 5 days before the party, 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, and then the day of the party. There's several. And then just after the party, and then a few days after the party. So you can take this and you can schedule them on your group pages. You don't have to sit there and do this every single day. Just schedule them. Like you book the party, then you take an afternoon and you have the pictures ready to go. You can use the same pictures on every party because they're different groups, right? And so this tells you exactly what to say on there. So that will really help you on your parties if you don't have something like Post My Party or something like that you do for it. Or if you can't, you think, I don't even know what to do. These are some really cute things. So y'all can look at those. And how do you do them? You just take it like this and you just, you copy and you paste it. And then you look in here and make sure there's something in here that you don't have to put your own words in, because usually there is something in the parentheses. So that's pretty easy as well. So what you want to do is tonight, you want to get a piece of paper out. And let me just say, I would suggest every single one of you go to the Power Hour class on In Touch for the month. And it's with Karen Bridle. She's a good friend of mine, and she has spoke on the Boss Babe calls before. She does a fabulous job on booking and how to get your bookings for this month. It's really, really good. It's not that long. I'm telling you, you all need to watch it. I know that it's actually it's probably, no, it hasn't been yet, but it'll probably be posted on our group site. But just go to Mary Kay In Touch. There's a big splash page that says Power Class of the Month, and it's Karen Bridle, and you will want to watch that. Maybe watch it tonight before you go to bed, or in the morning while you're putting your makeup on, because she's got some really, really good tips in there too. Okay, so that's my little update, and so I'm going to let the directors just one by one. You guys want to unmute and just, if you have anything, other suggestions that these consultants can do this week to really make this week count. And Connie, you're up. We'll just do Connie, Latrice, Katie, Selah, and then we'll go to Jana, Laree, and whoever else I see over there, Rosie. Okay, so Connie, take it away.
Well, I just, so my thought is just really think about the people that maybe you've asked in the past. Maybe you have some people that you have talked to before and they're like, no, not right now. Go back to those lists and go back to them and say, oh my gosh, the holidays. I have a little flyer that I send out, and I posted it in my page today for my girls on my lunch hour at the hospital. And it's a reasons why you want to start your Mary Kay business over the holidays, because this is the best time to start a Mary Kay business, because it's the highest selling season. For me anyway, this is where I have the highest amount of sales all year long. So I would encourage you to, anybody that you've ever talked to in the past, circle back around to them and say, oh my gosh, and if they say, no, I'm really not interested, ask them if they know of anybody who's looking to make extra money for Christmas cash. Anybody that they're looking for, maybe, students, for instance, as long as they're 18 years old, there's a lot of college students that look for jobs over the holidays. This is a great opportunity for them. They can get started just for now, and you can approach them with, oh my gosh, you can just do this over the holidays. And then most of the time, by the time they get through the holidays, they've gotten into Mary Kay, and then they continue on and they continue working all year. So that's what I would suggest.
Perfect. Thank you, Connie. All right, Latrice.
Hey, everybody. Okay, I am super fired up about this challenge that Nathan Moore has shared. And I totally agree with Connie too. Go back and get your list out. But I think this is, in my opinion, what happens when you are totally excited about something. You are going to just ooze with excitement to these people, and they're going to want to do this party. Like, who would not want to do a party and help the company have 1 million hostesses? So I am super fired up about that. Maybe do something. I was just thinking, my wheels were turning as Cleta was going over all this, is to offer your hostesses the 10 that you get this month, or 12, you do something special for them. You put their name in a drawing for something that you would like to give away. Of course, it would have to be your idea, but it could be some product. It could be whatever you want it to be. But I really believe that when you get excited about something, that's all it takes, is for your people to want to jump on board with you. So I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me.
It does. And Mary Kay Ash used to say that every single week she had a hostess of the week. So she put all her hostesses in for that week, and they would go into a drawing for a prize for that week. And of course, Mary Kay did a party in the morning, the afternoon, at night. So she did. We're so wimpy. We're trying to get 3 a week, and she was like a football player. She was doing 3 a day in the morning, afternoon, and night. And so, but I think that's a great idea. And there's lots of things you can give. If you live near Marshall's or TJ Maxx or something like that, you can go buy you a designer purse, not spend the full amount, or like go to katespade.com. They're always putting purses on sale. You could do something like that even. Of course, it's not, you would want to do it after you commit to do at least 10 parties. You don't want to do one party and she's your winner. So you got to say, if I'm going to spend this money on this purse, and then I would take the purse to every party or show it or whatever. It could be like Latrice said, it could be a gift basket full of Mary Kay as well. You already got that in stock. So thank you, Latrice. Great idea. Great idea.
Hey, one other thing, Kendra Scott's got some great things on sale. And I'm not promoting, but I am promoting because they love Mary Kay. And so, her mom was in Mary Kay, and I bought some really nice pieces for like $30. So anyway, You got your little box too.
Well, you know.
I got my little box.
You can't see it, but I have it.
I got mine too.
I need that like I need a hole in my head. But anyway, I support
Give it
her.
away. Give it
That's
away.
right. And by the way, we'll have to do a little shout out for Latrice Mahalik, brand new Cadillac winner as of the end of the September. We're so proud of her and her awesome Southern Stars unit. Congratulations.
Thank y'all.
We're
Thank
so
y'all.
proud. Okay, Sayla, you want to go next?
Hey, everybody. My suggestion is to work like crazy between now and the middle of the month. Book your parties, talk to everybody you can, run like your hair's on fire, get all your appointments booked and on your books, get as many in as you can, talk to as many people. So then the second half of the month, you can, follow up on the leads, follow up on the bookings, the people that can't get with you by the 15th or 16th, you can get with them towards the last 2 weeks of the month. You can talk to your prospects, talk to them now, and then you can follow up with them the second half of the month. But don't wait. Don't say, oh my gosh, I have the whole month, because guess what? It will be Halloween before you know it. It's already the 4th of the month. So just run as fast as you can from now, and give yourself, a target date of sometime in the middle of the month. And then you'll have the last half of the month to kind of wrap it up and make sure you hit your target.
Perfect. That's a great advice. Great advice. Okay, Jana, you want to go next?
Okay. All right. Yes, I think everybody has given great ideas so far. I love them all. I love following up with former consultants, with prospects, and working before the 15th of the month. Fantastic ideas, you guys. Also, Karen Rydell's, Karen Rydell just jacks me up. She is so, I was leaving the gym the other day and I thought, I just need something. I need a shot of Karen Rydell. And so, you know what? I got on the app that Mary Kay has, the mobile learning app, and I just typed her name and I listened to her, and then I got home and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's on the power class of the month. And so I listened to that too, and it's so good about booking. So you guys, again, if you haven't watched that, power class of the month for sure. And then also, what is your goal? Okay, Mary Kay has a big old honking goal for us to have 1 million hostesses. How many parties are you going to hold this month? What is your rock solid, I'm going to do this goal? Can you do 5? Can you do 10? Can you do 15? I would encourage you to set the goal, and then I would encourage you to divide that by 4, and then you'll know exactly how many parties you need to do a week. And so, you know what? Then I would tell everybody that you contact, I have this great big goal to have 6 hostesses this week, and then you'll really have 3 because remember, half hold. And then you'll know you'll have, and by the way, tell your director, because she needs to know what your rock solid goals are. And then the people that you're contacting need to know how they can support you. And I would say, don't say, I have a goal to do 10 parties this month, because then they'll say, well, hook me up. I'll do something on the 29th.
Yeah.
No. That's not how we play. So you say, I have a goal to have this many this week. Can you get together a couple of girlfriends so we can do something really quick? And so get them in and tell them how much, you say there's so many exciting things. Not only you're going to get free product from me, but Mary Kay has the amazing, and they do not play around when it's time to prize people. And so tell them how they're going to be able to get involved in that. So anyway, that's all I got. Get out there, get hungry, and know exactly what you're working for. Karen Rydell said the other day, and I love this. She's like, get crystal clear on what your financial, what dream can Mary Kay finance for you in the next 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. So if you get crystal clear on whatever it is that your Mary Kay business can be supporting, whether it's a new bedroom set, a new carpet, or recovering your deck, or whatever it is, that's something that's your heart. And so it'll make it a whole lot easier to get on the phone, to book appointments. You know what? And somebody says, no, I'm not, sorry, I can't do that. I'm really busy this month. You know what? You're not going to sit and cry in your Cheerios. You're going to pick yourself back up and you're going to get back on the phone, because Mama needs a new pair of shoes or a new carpet, or mama needs a new sofa, whatever it is that stirs your heart that's going to get you excited. Okay. I know I did it for a sofa a couple of years ago, and we have an awesome sofa. I love it. And our family all gets to hang out on it. I still love it. And I would still go back and do it again. So what stirs up your heart? You have to know that and attach that to your Mary Kay parties. And if you need help with the numbers and figuring out how that's going to jive together and making sure you're doing enough parties to reach your goal, talk to your independent sales director. She can hook you up.
Awesome. Thank you, Jana. Okay. Let's see. Katie?
Hey guys. All right, so I just have a couple of things I'm thinking of. Two things that I've been hearing from my girls is, one, getting referrals. So right now is a great time to go back through, especially with this hostess challenge with having 1 million hostesses. Go back through your ladies that have either hosted a party for you within the last, I would say in the last 12 months, whether in person or virtually, because if they didn't do in person, then they can do in person now, possibly, you know, depending on the numbers. And if they didn't do virtual, then they can do virtual. But offer them, decide on your hostess rewards. That's what I always tell my girls, decide on what you're giving, and get excited about it. It has to be something that you're excited about. If you're not excited about it, then they probably won't be as excited about it. So it has to be something you're excited about, but never give away the farm. That's what I was always taught by Jana Strunk, who you just heard from. But do get excited about it, right? And then talk to your old guests from those parties as well. If they didn't host a party, now is the great time to host a party. Okay. And to get the referrals. So say that they don't want to host a party, or they want to do it later. Then say, hey, can you give me 5 of your your closest girlfriends, or somebody that you know in your life that needs some pampering time? Can you give me 5 of those names, just like a first name and a last initial for their last name, just being respectful of privacy. And the best way to get a hold of them, cell phone number, I can text them. And then when those people book with you, you can gift this person who gave you the referrals, $10 in credit, or a satin lip set, or whatever it is. Okay. But try to do something like that, because referrals right now, guys, we can always be working our referral business. I've thankfully been able to have a strong referral business, because I always ask for them, because it's the greatest way to say thank you in this business, right? And it's a great way to get new people. So it's holiday time, it's giving time, great opportunity to meet new people, get new people into your space. And then the second thing is I've been contacting businesses and doctor's offices this past week, and I have more to contact this coming week. And I'm kind of opening up the door. Like, if I used to go to a dentist's office and then I moved, I am contacting them again, because I used to be their patient. So try to think outside the box with that. And I'm just asking to meet with their office manager. I can swing by for 10 minutes and show them what I have. I just bring my little holiday gifting bag and a little sheet and a holiday book to show them. And I've had 2 offices that are planning to gift through me this season. So you guys, there's a lot of potential in that. And none of them were my customers. These 2 places, none of them were my customers. So those are new customers as well. So just think that way. And those customers can always turn into hostesses as well. So that's what I have for you tonight. Thank you for showing all of this. Thank you for showing us all of that stuff, Cleta, because I needed a refresher.
No problem. Thank you, Katie. Great ideas. Great tips. Okay, Rosie, and then Loree.
Hey, everybody. Okay, so I am super excited about the double credit. I mean, no doubt about that. And we've heard some really good ideas. What I'm going to share, they're just really simple things, but they just kind of worked for me the last few days. So the first is, you talked about the social media playbook, or whatever that's called. I went back and looked at, it was September's, and it said to show a picture of the foil eyeshadows, and I didn't want to take one. So I just took a stock photo, a Mary Kay that's on In Touch already, but I used their words. And it was one of those that you could post on your regular page, because it wasn't a commercial or anything. It was just information. And you guys, I sold like $44 to somebody I've never sold to before, because she saw it on there. And I'm not saying that how to run your business all the time, but it took me like 60 seconds or less to do that. And she's trying the skincare too. So who knows what's going to come of that. And then another thing is, okay, so sounds bad, but I stalk my niece's suggested friends. And because I want to find some more women who are in the, maybe 30 to 45 range. And I just saw a couple really sharp friends that one of my nieces had. And so I asked about them. And the long story and all that is I have a new customer because I asked if I could send her samples. She was agreeable and she bought a Time-Wise Miracle set from me. It's just a simple thing. And then the last thing that happened just recently is I revisited my chicken list. And so you know what that is? Those are the people that you think would make great customers or a great hostess, or they would be great in Mary Kay, but you just have that, it's just really hard to ask. And I'm like, if I am going to ask my consultants to do this, I better be willing to do this. So I did. And we booked a facial. So, who knows? So those are just a few things that just kind of worked for me the last, actually 2 or 3 days. So that's what I've done.
And we want to give Rosie a hand because she just completed her qualifications for the Malibu, and yet she is on target for the Equinox. So I know that she is going to finish that by December. Yes. So congratulations to you, Rosie. It's fun winning cars. And I know Katie's going for the Malibu by December as well. So we're going to have a lot of new cars by December. Okay, Loree.
Hey everybody, I agree with everything everybody else said. It was great. The only thing that I can really add to that is just a reminder on these businesses and on just people for Christmas gifts. Amazon Prime Day is the 13th and 14th of this month. And there's a lot of people that are going to be shopping for Christmas on Amazon Prime Day. So we need to get in front of that this week. So make your contacts this week and have a sense of urgency about that. And the other thing is Amazon in particular, just inundates me with emails. But then I also get text message from Shoe Station and different other things. And I'm not offended. It does not hurt my feelings one bit that they send me deals. And I think we need to get over ourselves sometimes and quit thinking we're bothering somebody. I love to shop, as a testament, I have a package just about every day. Ask my husband. And so, we want to give people that opportunity to shop with us. So just don't be, I think we need to get a little bit more bold about, sending, Amazon sends me multiple emails a day and I have not shut my Prime account down. I'm still buying from them. And so I just want to, it's just something that's been kind of running through my mind lately of, I think we need to get over thinking, are we bothering somebody? I think we're just giving people a lot of opportunity, just different kinds of opportunities, be it text messages or be it, emails that we send out or posting on our wall, because I've started, with Post My Party, I've posting a lot more on my wall. And, I don't know if it's, driving necessarily, an immediate sale, but it's bringing that awareness. And so that's just my suggestion for you too.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. This friend of mine invited me to a party on Facebook. It was a bra party. Okay. I get invited to parties every single day. Like, I think everybody thinks I need Pampered Chef. You name it, I'm invited. They probably know that, I'm a joiner, but I usually just go decline, because I just don't need whatever. But for some reason, I do not even know why, because I don't even need a bra, but I put that I would go into the group. Well, this is just a good example for us. Okay, the party, I don't even know when the party was. I didn't even look at the group, hardly. But I keep getting notifications every time somebody posts in that group. And the party was gone. I don't know when it was. It was a few days ago. But somehow, I get the notification. So this morning, I'm laying in the bed, and I clicked on that notification, and it was that bra party. And I thought, wonder when that bra party was. I thought, I wonder how much these bras are. So I scrolled down, and I found the girl that did the party, which I said, it was probably a week ago. I don't even know. I lay there in the bed, and I watched 30 minutes of this girl telling about bras. And do you know what happened at the end of 30 minutes? I wanted to buy a bra. I'm like, I think I need to call her. Those bras look better than the bras I have. And so I'm just saying, if someone really will watch your Mary Kay party for 30 minutes, it's just like QVC. At the end, you have to buy. They will buy. But if they don't watch the party while you have it, if you keep posting in that group, like I would say at least for a week, maybe 2, and just revisit it. Everybody that was in the group gets a notification, and you don't know that that girl might be somebody like me and is really busy and watches the party 2 weeks later and then feels like they need to buy a Mary Kay repair set, you know? And so just recently I did a party, and all of you, if you're like, I mean, all of you can definitely do your own party. There's no reason why, no reason. But if you need a party, I did one's about 45 minutes. I went through all the skincare, and it's on YouTube. You can just get it. You can take the link and you can post it on your little wall on your group and just say, watch my friend Cleta's party, all about skincare, and you can make the money. I mean, there's no reason why you can't get a group of friends on the computer and post a party and then just keep talking about it until someone like me suckers in there and watches it, and you know they're going to love it. So anyway, great tips tonight. You guys did a great job. It's going to be a big month. I can feel the momentum coming after all these cars that just got won, and everybody's on target. And if you're not in a car, this is a good time to get yourself in qualification. The Cheetah unit, we're back October the 1st to March the 31st is our qualification period to win another Cadillac. So let's all, if you're not already in the Cadillac, let's all get back in qualification and let's win us a car in the next 3 to 6 months. How about that? Consultants and directors, I challenge you to put yourself in car qualification. It's a lot of fun. And if you start right now with your thermometer, it's going to help you remember instead of waiting until the last 2 weeks and trying to get it all in, right? So y'all, thank y'all so much for coming on here tonight. Oh, Connie put on here, and I thought I wanted to say this. You could do a party with the purpose this month too, because it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So you could do a percentage of your sales could go to the Mary Kay Foundation toward the eradication of cancer, domestic violence, all that good stuff. So if you want to, we used to do that all the time in October, party with a purpose. And people like doing something where you're giving back. So she had an idea, do $1 per face, at least $1 per face. And you could up that if you wanted to, whatever you want to do. You could do a percentage or a per face thing. And so I think that is a great idea. And then Latrice mentioned Hunt for Red October. And so think about, the red. In fact, next week on the Boss Babe Call, we would like every single consultant and director to wear red. We're going to do a splash of red. And if you have a virtual background, make it a pretty red one or something with some red in the background. And we're going to talk about, just really getting in that red jacket, and everybody looks good in red. And, you want to get that red jacket in so that you can be wearing it, right? And so I may order that houndstooth one just for me. It's so cute. How cute would that be with a pair of jeans too? So anyway, okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and say bye to our YouTubers. Thanks for streaming in.